Okay. Now we have siege. This is one of the two that I had already managed to play before I noticed that OBS had basically one splat. So this one is interesting. It's a much more open, and it's not linear like a lot of other levels in Doomed games.
The ships are refueling, sire. We should be ready to leave as soon as the cruisers are done loading.
Very good. Get to your ship. I thought you left for the command station. Everyone is evacuating.
So you are holding on to it?
Until we get to the location. A new vault is being built.
Then let the Slayer guard it.
If what they say is true, then this is a part of our heritage, not the Makers. Valen, are you seeing anything?
No sign of activity, sir. Maybe he didn't survive.
Yeah, we aren't that lucky.
Demonic threat level increasing.
Should we launch the Slayer now? The Sentinels will be overrun.
And what about us?
Blaring, or just because I took a step forward. Didn't work.
Before he kills us all!
Guns. Really?
It would appear that the Slayer no longer wishes to be detained here.
Shield power down to 35%.
Should we terminate his life functions?
And destroy the Khanmaker's prized possession.
34.
So long as he has that tether on him,
33.
we can still have a hand in his fate.
32.
Well, that's not good. Someone raise the alarm, please.
Sound the alarm! Prepare for battle!
King Novik, there is an urgent call from the Creedmaker.
Lord Novik, a large horde is headed toward your position. We are launching the Slayer now. Please send forces immediately to ensure our safety.
Thank you, Bishop Creed.
By the gods,
Breaching deflector shield.
Novik, it's a massive
Force, 3 legions word.
The hangar is blockaded, sire. No one can get in or out.
Okay. No, this ought to be fun. But yes, this map is very... Well, this is basically like, it's like what you see is what you is what you have. It's very, very open, for lack of a better term. It's not the right one. But this is it's not linear. You can go pretty much anywhere you want from the side.
All Atlas to defensive positions.
Marking the Hellgates now.
Ah, there wasn't stairs. Okay. Apparently the shield just
Creed ship hasn't
teleports.
moved outside the combat zone.
Energy production is down because of the war. This is his district. Khan would have him executed if he left.
Hang on. What are they
The
saying?
Creed ship hasn't moved outside the combat zone.
Energy production is down because of the war. This is his district. Khan would have him executed if he left.
Has not moved out of the combat zone. Okay. Friendlies. Weird hovery things. This is where you get the mace. Guys, I like you. But all of you are staying in here. I'm going out there. And you're going to close the door. Good. Well, you ceased to be a problem very quickly. Next.
Defensive turrets took some damage. Slayer, we need time to repair them before we can clear a path for the lifeboats.
There are 4 more Hellgates.
Mines. Lovely. Alright. I don't remember them using mines before. So. Oh, and it's one of these idiots. And it's dead. That's a pain in the neck, but it's dead. Oh, it's a tank. Yes, they have tanks. Okay, now this is a bit of a puzzle. Solution to it are these 3 statues. I say 3. In order to bring this shield down here, you gotta just find and destroy 3 wolf statues nearby. And the third one, I believe, was over here somewhere. Right here. Oh, they've got another. Yes, those giant tentacles. Joy. Away. Now, we need to go back over here because that's not something that was kind of important. Actually, you know, I will, in fact, switch to the mace. What are my upgrades? I personally prefer the fist, but I'll switch to the mace. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. Ow. Yeah, the tanks aren't hard to deal with when you get the hang of it. The fun part is that. Okay. And I don't remember what that did. But I know I did something. Pretty sure it involved a ruby. Ah, yes, right here. Presumably that opens that up. Weird funky banner. Where's my map? Where's my map? Go over here. I like this shield. Up here, I'm pretty sure it should be another one of those. These things. These annoying things. This portal takes you down here. Which I believe there are supplies in here. There's also good stuff. And there's those guys. I thought there'd be more armor down here. Guess I was wrong. And then you get out by using this. Landscape is kind of nice if it wasn't for the fire. Hey, I discovered a shrine, and I can't buy anything from it. No. Because I don't have any upgrade materials. Oh, it's another time. I didn't actually know you could do that. Alright, come on, Double Uglies. Well, you just saw how well it worked for your friend. You gonna give it a try? Yes, you are. And oh look, it worked just as well for you. Now, where am I? Okay, so... yeah, I looped back a bit farther than I wanted. I like this level. I mean, I like the idea of a more open Doom game. That annoyance is out of the way. No. There should be artillery pieces over here, and I guess they're gone now. I did destroy all of them, so... Okay. Okay, now this is a massive pain in the butt. So, the big idiot with the shields around him is basically like a boss. The goal is to kill a bunch of ads until the shield goes down. And you then have peace. Those guys are rather annoying. yet. There you go. Excuse me. Need that. Yeah, those guys are rather annoying. Or those sections, rather, are annoying. And there's one other one. So. Okay. Well,
Use the portal to get inside.
oh yes. This is one of two sections. Interesting sections. I kind of like these because they're a bit of a break from the combat focus. And, I just like them. This one specifically will actually get you, this one will actually get you this gun. The, I don't know what you call it. Technically it's like a flail launcher. For reference, a mace is basically a big, heavy, weight on a stick. A flail is a big heavy weight attached to a chain, attached to a stick. And then a morning star is a big heavy spiked ball attached to a chain, or attached to a stick. It's worth noting that flails can be spiked or not spiked. A mace doesn't necessarily need to have spikes. Like this, but you gotta step on the button. Hit that. And that just breaks two of them. Go through here for loot, which I already have cleaned out. This thing, near as I could tell, basically combines a mace with a railgun. And yes, it is just as awesome as that sounds. I wonder. Oh yes, and then it took me, the first time I played this, it took me a disturbingly long time to find that lever. I distinctly remembering that the lever would probably be in an incredibly obvious position, and I was going to feel incredibly dumb when I found it. And that's exactly what happened. Loot. And that opens these doors, and oh. And also makes this available. Speaking of which, this gun, okay. This gun Everything about this gun, this entire paragraph, is full of like half a dozen red flags for Lovecraftian style cosmic horror. The upgrades for this gun is full of Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Here it is. Eldritch Blessing. Cosmic Breach. If anyone is even remotely familiar with Lovecraft, they're going to be getting... well, like I said, a lot of red flags. And that's what the ammunition for the gun looks like. Now. Okay, well, I can go that way. Yes, in here is yet another puzzle full of goodies. Right. So, speaking of the key, there is something I found. The key is not single-use only. So, if you need to use the key multiple times, you can. You don't need to look for multiple keys. Which is good, because if memory serves, there's like 4 levels on this, or there's 4 doors on this level. That requires one of those. I do not remember you guys. Which is good because there's like 4 levels on this, or 4 doors on this level that require keys. And you don't need to look for 4 separate keys. You can just use a single key, which is convenient. That's how you get another ruby. You can jump on top of it, but it doesn't really get you anywhere. Which kind of sucks, I guess. Huh. Can't get to that area. I just noticed that. I believe this is where another one of the artillery pieces were. The key is actually somewhere over here, I believe. Something tells me each tank would be particularly effective against just an M1A2 set V3 with Sabo. I believe the key is over here. Probably where there's more Gribblies waiting to try and chew my face off. That seems to be a rather constant occurrence. Yes, the key's right here. It's also on the other side of a barrier. Which means murder everything in the vicinity. Also, yes, there was a fight between a Titan and an Atlan over there. So, is the barrier down now? The barrier is down now. So you cannot pick up the key. And... hang on. What is over here? Yeah, over here. Because I don't actually remember exploring this little section right here. Nothing, apparently. That's fine. I really like that shield. Another useful key. And in here is some general loot. And health. Okay, I must weigh quite a bit if I'm heavy enough to act as a counterweight. I did fully upgrade the shield. I think I already said that before, but I'm he stayed on his feet, so, you know, points to him. Well, I mean, the answer does a little bit. Oh, look, another tank. Come on. Well, that was easy. And I believe there's actually another, what's it, up here? Another artifact thing. Secret. Whatever you call it. There's also one down there. But, as you might have guessed... Well, what's this? But as you might have guessed by that sodden great big hole, yeah. Giant sentinel time. Oh, and there's apparently a tank up there. Alright. Another tank? There we go. Those things are unmanned. They're basically like not living machines. I mean they're living, but they're not like machines. Oh no, that's where the thing was. Oh wait, no, there was one each. It was a toy. I was thinking of the other place. And then yes, we do have that. Which is another one of those encounters, like the other one. Which I might as well do. Come on. Goodbye. Go away, no one likes it. Oh great. There's another goop monster. care of that. Come on. And you're dead now. Oh, okay. So... I think it doesn't matter which portal you enter. It takes you to the one with the new gun first. I think. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah. And pick that up. Pick that up. Go through the wall. That looks like a painting of tentacles and pain. So, yeah, we're definitely going Lovecraftian. Yes, I know the trailers massively spoiled it, but we're still definitely going Lovecraftian. Right, I forgot you don't have a double jump in this game. Which is a touch annoying, considering that's something you had in both of the previous Doom games. Then again, you do have a sprint, which is not something you had in either of the previous Doom games. Then again, I'm not entirely sure how useful the sprint is. If only because the Doomslayer himself already moves, excuse me, pretty darn fast to begin with, so I'm just not sure exactly how useful it is. Avoid the pillars of flame, I guess. I'm not sure how flame is working underwater, but no. Then again, there are things that can burn underwater. Although, unless those pillars are literally powered by thermite, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if burning underwater is a legitimate... Oops. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm not sure if that's a legitimate excuse. Also, I still attest that I must weigh a lot. I mean, there are still pretty significant sections of the map I haven't explored yet. But I've explored a decent chunk of it.
Hellgate's eliminated.
The turrets are back online. Get the transports ready to launch.
We're beginning to evacuate civilians now. Thank you, Slayer.
Hey! Someone thanked me. Hey! Giant tentacle thing! Giant tentacle thing? No? Boo. Oh yeah, that's... if memory serves, that's also where another one of the artillery pieces were, somewhere around here. Okay, now. It's kind of shiny up here. Oh, I guess they're swapping weapons with charge. Good to know, I guess. Right, so...
Seismic activity detected near the wall.
And cue everything going completely sideways. There's just like a random portal that opens up. That's no good.